We're all obsessed with optimizing our workdays, right? Packing in maximum productivity. But what if the single biggest efficiency hack for fat loss happens when you're not even awake? Yeah, let's get into this, because today we are totally reframing sleep. It's not downtime, it's an active, productive phase for crushing your fat loss goals.
So, let me ask you a question. Are you making your 8 hours of sleep productive? I mean, really think about that. Most people just see it as rest. But for anyone trying to perform at a high level, it is a huge, untapped opportunity. We're going to show you how to turn those hours into your most effective fat-burning window of the entire day.
And here's why this is so incredibly important. The one barrier holding so many people back isn't always their workout or even their diet. It's this. Poor sleep is a massive inhibitor of fat loss. It literally works against all that hard work you're putting in during the day.
Okay, here's our game plan. We'll start with the overall protocol, then we're going to break it down into 3 core pillars: how to calibrate your fuel, how to engineer your environment, and what we call strategic support. And then we'll wrap it all up with an actionable debrief you can start using tonight.
So the whole strategy is built on this really simple but powerful 3-pillar framework. You got to think of these as systems that work together: what you're eating, the environment you're sleeping in, and then a few ways you can fine-tune the whole process. This is not just a random list of tips, it's a full-blown protocol.
All right, let's jump into our first pillar, calibrating your fuel. This is all about what you do in the hours leading up to bed to get your body primed and ready for maximum fat burning while you rest. It's all about setting the right metabolic stage.
We've got 3 key actions here. First, and this is a big one, listen to your appetite. Don't just blindly follow a strict intermittent fasting clock. Let your actual hunger cues guide when you eat. Second, cut way back on excess dietary fats. I'm talking about added oils, butter, things like that. When you do that, you encourage your body to start using its own stored fat for energy. And finally, manage your carbs. Make your meals mostly about meat and vegetables. If you find you need a small carb source, a few berries or a date or two is a great way to go.
Okay, on to pillar 2, engineering your environment. So we've covered the internal stuff. Now we're talking about designing your physical space and your daily routine to create the perfect conditions for that deep, restorative sleep that really revs up your hormonal response for fat loss.
First up, your sleep hygiene has to be dialed in. This is totally non-negotiable. Your room needs to be cool, pitch black, and quiet. Seriously. Second, your workouts make a difference here. Intense, full-body exercises are fantastic for stimulating growth hormone, which is a major player in burning fat while you sleep. And third, you just have to prioritize the time in bed, period.
And this is the magic number. The target is 8 to 9 hours. Not 6, not I can get by on 7, 8 to 9. This is the operational window your body needs for proper muscle repair, for metabolic regulation, and for maximizing that fat loss potential of your rest. You have to think of this as a hard target, not a soft suggestion.
And how do you hit that target consistently? Well, here's the key. Aim to be in bed between 9 and 9:30 p.m. every single night. Why? Because that consistency is what trains your body's internal clock. It makes getting that high-quality sleep a predictable, almost automatic process.
All right, let's get to our final pillar, strategic support. Now, it's really important you hear this part. These are optional boosters. You should only even think about these after you have the first 2 pillars absolutely locked in. Think of this as the final 1% of fine-tuning, not the foundation.
So what's really cool here is how targeted these aids are. A little apple cider vinegar can help with blood sugar regulation overnight. Collagen gives you glycine, which can actually improve the quality of your sleep. Niacinamide and vitamin D are there to support your metabolism and hormonal health, and even just a pinch of sea salt can help with your mineral balance. But again, these are for optimization, not to make up for bad habits.
All right, let's pull all this together into a quick, actionable debrief. If you're a busy person, this is your one-glance cheat sheet to the whole protocol. This is exactly what you need to remember and put into practice.
Let's run through it one last time. Pillar 1, calibrate your fuel. Listen to your appetite, cut back on excess fats, and manage those carbs. Pillar 2, engineer your environment. Dial in your sleep hygiene, get those intense workouts in, and lock down 8 to 9 hours of sleep. And Pillar 3, strategic support. Only when those foundations are solid, maybe consider some targeted aids to fine-tune your results. So, I'm going to leave you with this one thought. The highest performers out there, they don't just optimize their day, they optimize their night. Rest isn't passive. It's a strategic, productive period. The real question is, are you using it to its full potential? That's it for this explainer.
We'll see you next time.